from Seoul, Korea, and welcome to the GSL. I'm Tasteless, and with me is Artosis. We got the final day of the round of 8. After today, we're only going to have 4 players left in this massive tournament.
I know. This is so exciting, Tasteless.
Yeah.
This is one of the most exciting days of the GSL so far.
This is one of the most exciting days of my life.
That's right.
As a professional nerd.
This is definitely the most exciting day of one nerd's life, and that nerd is Jinro from TeamLiquid.net. He is going to be playing today. We are all stoked about that match.
Yes. I cannot wait to get this casted, but of course, our first match of the day is going to be MarineKing against OGS MC, and I think this is going to be a pretty interesting match as well. I have no idea who is going to win. What do you think? MarineKing, by the way, boxer from Season 2.
Yeah,
Same
AK
guy.
Foxer.
Foxer.
The fake boxer. I don't know, Tasteless. That is actually the hardest match in the round of 8 to predict, even though both of our predictions yesterday went wrong.
Yes.
Cheese is pretty good and sometimes pretty bad, I hear. I think Nesty, of course, losing to a bunch of cheeses, and then Fruit Dealer cheesing a bunch of times and losing because of it. Goodbye, Zergs. All we have left are Terrans and Protosses.
Yep.
So this time we are going to have a non-Zerg champion. Kind of exciting.
It's good to mix it up.
The champion definitely could come out of this first match here today, Tasteless.
Certainly.
MarineKing, definitely someone capable of taking down a championship, as is OGS MC.
It's just so awesome to be down here casting this stuff. By the way, GSL, the largest tournament in esports history, the best TV show ever. Let's just cut right to the point.
Yeah.
This is actually the best show on Earth.
Ever made.
Tasto is just casting StarCraft.
This is better than the X-Men and Dexter
this
put
is true.
together.
Yes.
Into one amazing mutant serial killer show.
This is like better than Lost and The Sopranos. And actually, I don't watch enough TV. I couldn't come up with it. Any other Mad Men? Mad Men's another good one too. But we're better. Encourage your friends to get that premium package. By the way, if they can't watch this live, only $20 to get an entire season of GOM TV. Artosis, tell us about the quarterfinals, day 1 match results.
Well, we had Nesty going 2-3 against TSL Rain. A lot of drama around that match. All of Rain's wins were all-ins. Well, the last one wasn't so much all-in, but 2 of them definitely were. And Rain actually went on the Korean forums afterwards and apologized for playing such a way, because a lot of people were angry about Nesty going out. But you know what? Nesty should have known how to defend those things.
Right.
It's his own fault for losing.
Spine crawler than Banelings.
Yeah, you have to do it. And then we had Hong and Prime take out Fruit Dealer 3-2. A lot of really weird games in there. I definitely suggest a Lost Temple game to anyone. That was a surprising game. So today's matches, we have OGS MC against MarineKing Prime.we. And then we do have Liquid Jinro against Choya Foyu, the last Foyu, against the last Foreigner.
Yeah. It's going to be pretty sick. Cannot wait. By the way, I am still sick.
Yeah, talk about pretty sick.
Oh.
Tasteless.
I am so sick.
You look like death warmed over. Thank God they put makeup on you today.
I did not look good when I came to the studio today. Thank you for your well wishes on Twitter. I was just dying. I mean, I'm actually going to the doctor tomorrow. We do not have GOM TV tomorrow, by the way.
Yeah.
So
we're going to have the matches on Thursday and Friday instead. 1 per day, because they were just too epic to put 2 in a day.
That's right.
The world would explode. We're saving mankind.
That's right.
We are more than just commentators.
We're defending
the
human race.
The Earth.
So I'll go get a shot and try to get better. Thought if I just slept, I'd be better. Apparently not. This cold is pretty nasty.
Yeah.
But I'll be okay for these 2 best of 5s. I can do it.
I think you're going to get an adrenaline boost as soon as they start. These are going to be some really great Terran versus Protoss matches. Yeah. If you don't get an adrenaline boost, then... Oh, you poor guy.
Sorry. I'm okay. MC and MarineKing, both these guys, so good.
Yeah.
MC sort of known as a choker, not a very clutch player in StarCraft 2, but that's changing now. Here, he's got enough experience in the booth, and you know what? MarineKing might have a tough time.
I think he could.
MC's had some very quick games here as well. He's killed his opponents very quickly.
You know, and also, we haven't seen a lot of Terran vs. Protoss from MarineKing. All his matches in this tournament have been Zergs. Most of his big matches overall have been against Zergs. He's known, really, for his amazing TVT and TVZ play. We don't see a lot of TVP, especially against a Protoss of MC's profile. MC, let's take a look at these players. And there they are. On the left, we have MarineKing Prime. On the right, we have OGS MC. The OGS Prime feud is back, and it is alive and well, tasteless. We have MarineKing, not really known for his Terran vs. Protoss, like I was saying, so this could be the hardest matchup ever for him.
Yeah.
And then OGS MC, you know, most Koreans think this guy is probably the best Protoss in the world, alongside, you know, Tester and Mixed Genius. So
as well.
I can't wait to see.
Yeah. Yeah, that's quite true.
Can he pull it out? Can he destroy MarineKing Prime?
We're going to
Will
find out,
MarineKing Prime
Artosis.
try to make only Marines? We'll see.
That would be interesting if he did.
Healthy amount of Marauders in there, I'm sure. Those are just like...
You know, Marauders are pretty good, Artosis.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
So, you know, MarineKing, obviously known for making Marines.
Yeah.
TVZ. I'm curious to see what his style is, TVP.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be pretty fun to watch. Tasteless, here are the maps. We have the first set, Lost Temple. Second set, Delta Quadrant. Then we're going to go on to Blistering Sands, Jungle Basin in the fourth, and finishing it up with Shakuras Plateau. Pretty cool map set. I'm definitely looking forward to what these guys have. Various builds on these maps.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. By the way, special thanks to our sponsors at Sony Ericsson. Special thanks to our, the Incheon Tourism Organization. Special thanks to Pepsi for getting us all of these delicious drinks.
Wow, you already drank your whole game.
I already killed my Gatorade. Getting those electrolytes.
Yeah.
A lot of people in the studio today.
Something about him. $10.
Cannot read Korean quickly here. We can read and write Korean, but we cannot do it quickly.
I can do it quickly.
I can't do it quickly.
I guess I'm just a better person than you, Tasteless.
I guess so.
Could you leave, please?
I'll try to go like this for the rest of the casts and stuff. Look, we got some very exciting games to get on these maps. The first map's Lost Temple. This is, of course, a classic Blizzard map, and I think it's one of the better StarCraft maps out there. It does make for some interesting games, especially in Terran vs. Protoss.
Yeah, you know, this map, of course, you're going to be a little bit careful. You can't really go for a Templar Tech opening because as long as they have a starport, they can drop your cliff. So that's going to be an opening that we're most likely not going to see from MC. But, of course, if he catches wind of just Bionic play, you know, maybe a fast expansion with that, could switch that up. Yeah. We'll have to see. MarineKing, a very hard player to practice for. Of course, MC is as well, but I don't think as much so, because MC, you don't really look at him and say, this is what this guy does. This is his crazy style that he's known for. It's more like, no, this guy's just a sick Protoss. So you just get all your Protoss buddies together and be like, okay, he's just going to be better than this. But MarineKing, what do? You're like, all right, make a ridiculous amount of Marines and Marauders and nothing to support them and kill me. Like, how do you practice against that? It's a little bit harder.
It's tough. Yeah. There's so many builds we could see these guys do on this map. I think Terran might have slightly more options than Protoss.
Yeah, I think so.
In TVP on Lost Temple, just because of the cliff. But you never know. It's also, I think, one of the maps where we're probably going to see a longer TVP.
Definitely a possibility.
Unlike a map like Blistering Sands or Delta Quadrant, which tend to be much shorter because you can rush each other. Countdown started. Get ready. In the red at the north, second place in GSL Season 2.
해병왕 프라임 위.
In the south, our blue Protoss, a StarCraft 1 top-level player here in StarCraft 2.
OGS MC.
OGS MC, the suicide toss, as he's known for many reasons.
That is nice artwork there. Terran walling in a low ground.
Going to prevent scouting a lot quicker that way.
It's the barracks right here. You can wall in with 2 buildings instead of the 3 you need up here.
And I'm interested what he's going to do with that. Of course, MC won't have any idea because he's not going to be able to scout.
Yeah.
So I do
He'll have
kind
to
of
look
like
for
that low
add-ons.
ground. I like that kind of, that low ground wall-in. If you're going to make a bunch of units, it's pretty much safe anyways. If you're not, you're going to only lose a depot for preventing any type of scouting.
I wonder if you could do some kind of intense rush to this that hasn't maybe caught on yet.
Well, if let's say you go for one of these really quick stock rushes like we saw MC do against Hyperdub on Blistering Sands, if the Terran doesn't really have upgrades to deal with those, you could definitely take down that depot, but then you've committed all that for a depot. The barracks are going to lift off.
So
By
true.
then, they'll definitely have a bunker up, so you're not going to go much further than that.
We have the second SCV coming out to cover for the first.
First one dancing to the kind side of the barracks.
Yeah.
StarCraft 1, of course, those SCVs were almost programmed to always dance out and get hit by the probe.
That's what it felt like.
It
Oh,
certainly
God, I
did.
just have to add a wall over here, but it's the same side as a Zealot. Marine on the way. Terran only just now scouting.
I am actually getting so pumped right now, Tazos. I'm so ready to get nerd chills up and down my spine, all over
Chills
my body.
all over my body.
I'm ready for it. It's not happening yet. I got to see what builds they're doing and stuff before I can get there, but my eyes are beginning to fill with water because I am excited.
You got some nerd tears coming down your face. StarCraft is such a beautiful game.
It is the most beautiful game. And we're going to see a fast expansion by MarineKing Prime.
Very fast, actually.
Yeah.
It's more common to see Marauder first, then expand.
Didn't want
this
to get
case-
the gas.
Yeah.
I like it.
You know what's interesting about this, though, is if the Terran doesn't scout it, hold that thought. Will MC get in there?
Too many Marines.
What's funny about this is you see a wall in like this, and you think he's going to hide a tech in his main somewhere around here. Instead, he's actually going to do the opposite. He's going to expand. This is really going to throw off our Protoss player.
Look at this now. He is chrono boosting out some stalkers and rallying them right up. So he's going to abuse the Marines' range. Marines have 5 range, and stalkers are a faster unit with 6 range. So he can definitely out micro those Marines, and that's going to make it. If he micros very, very well, these Marines aren't going to be able to do too much against the stalkers.
You're absolutely right, Artosis. Looks like you may want to wait for 2 stalkers.
One isn't actually all that scary, and a Stargate going
Interesting.
up. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Make him think, oh, I need Marauders out because they have equal range to the Stalkers, and then go Void Ray. I like the planning.
Yeah, exactly. Nice control thus far. And you can see MarineKing
Delicate dance back and forth.
going to bring that second stalker up. Marauder on the way. As you can see, some shots being fired here. MarineKing's too good.
Takes out a Stalker. And Marauders are popping out. So he's not going to be able to really do that anymore.
He's going to basically commit to a pretty intense rush, by the way.
Yeah, I think what we're going to see here is the Void Ray is going to start harassing, and he's going to be able to warp into the high ground of his main base. Notice how the very edge of this is in the main.
Oh, yeah, take a look at that.
So
very interesting.
That's we've seen this done occasionally. I think it was like Season 1 we saw a build just like this on Xel'Naga Caverns.
This is an all-in, by the way.
Yeah, he's
3-gate with Void Ray.
I mean, MarineKing's economy is going to be so many times better. And look at this. He's going to come down and kill this Stalker, it looks like. Oh, Stalker's going to narrowly make it out of there. 3 Zealots coming with that Void Ray now.
MarineKing's going to have to turn around.
Yep. And look at this. He's going for barracks. Going to charge up on there with that Void Ray. Pretty smart to charge up.
Very nice.
And the charged Void Ray going to be able to take out Marines pretty quickly.
Terran turning around.
Killing a lot of SCVs right now.
He is going to get this barracks.
Terran was a long ways out there, Tasteless, and now we have this fully charged Void Ray. We have more Zealots coming in. And here we go. Fully charged Void Ray doing a good job. The other Void Ray being targeted down.
Tough to say if this is going to work, though.
Oh, I love this build so far, though. It's very interesting. You see, there are a lot of Marines there, though, and he's having a hard time dealing. The Void Rays lose their charge.
Marines taking some hits.
Oh, man, you can't really micro against those Void Rays when those Zealots are just peeling you apart. Microspec his Void Rays, and down go the Marine counts.
Very nice. Going to warp it some more units over here. The Zealots just shredding up the Marines. Third Void Ray eating up.
You know, right now the supplies are very close, but if he can stabilize, MarineKing's going to be in the lead. See, there are 3 Void Rays out here now. And those Zealots just killing the Marines tasteless.
This is
and this
brutal.
is buying time. Look at that, charged up Void Rays. And you'll have to decide, oh, do I keep these in here? Do I run them away? And he is running away the hurt ones. Wants to loses a Void Ray. That was a very important kill there for MarineKing. He's got to keep these 2 Void Rays alive, though. 2 so much stronger than 1. And more Zealots piling in. This is beginning to look kind of bad for MarineKing, I have to say.
Yeah, this is not looking good. He's got to keep this Void Ray alive, though.
And there are some missile turrets going up.
Oh, takes out that Void Ray. Just 1 Void Ray to work with now.
He's got to keep that out of the turret range. But it has been hurt quite a bit by that turret, even though it has 9 kills. Now,
another Void Ray on the Ray. On the way, excuse me.
Void Ray on the Ray.
Void Ray on the way.
That's called a spoonerism. Anyways, we do see a fully charged Void Ray. Another one coming right in now. Fully charged one is very low on health, but it's going to take out that Viking. Nope, barely not. Viking trying to get away. Not going to happen.
This actually might do it.
Yeah, man.
I think he's got it.
This was a very technical rush here. I really did enjoy this.
Yeah, this is quite interesting.
It has done a great job here. MarineKing realizes that he is kind of hitting no man's land for winning this game.
Yeah.
Sending his SCVs out, and the supply is just dropping steadily. 25 against 47. MC at almost twice as much. And yeah, that's just going to be too much, man, with more and more coming in.
Yeah, Viking's going to pop out, but so what?
So what, indeed.
It's 2 Void Rays, that's it. He did it. He actually managed to pick him apart.
Yeah,
I didn't think it was going to work.
Very interesting rush build. The Zealots just playing key roles in keeping the Marines off the Void Rays.
There it is, GG.
GG. MC takes the first game quite convincingly.
That was similar to some Protoss all-ins we've seen in StarCraft 1.
Definitely was.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited, man. He's really playing like he was meant to play.
Yeah.
Everyone was saying, you know, this is one of the favorites. All the Koreans were saying, you know, this guy, he could win GSL 1, he could win GSL 2. And then they're kind of like, he could win GSL 3. I don't know. But you know what? He definitely can. I think this guy MC's playing beautifully.
Yeah, I think so.
Definitely no nerves there. He executed that perfectly. It was
it
a
didn't
very
look like it was going
technical
to
rush.
work at first, too.
Yeah.
But this he stuck with it.
You know, thing is, it was, I keep using the word technical, but it really was, because sometimes you see like these Mongoloid rushes where it's like, okay, 4 warp gates, just hit them with units and try to kill them, right?
Yeah.
That doesn't take a lot of finesse. Something that you have to be cool for is a build like this where it's all finesse. You're like, okay, 3 Zealots, where do I send these? How do I position my Zealots to stop the Marines from attacking my Void Ray? Where do I move my Void Ray to? Do I charge it on the barracks? Do I charge it on a depot? It's very technical in its execution. Much fewer units. It's not just brute force trying to kill your opponent. It's more like, okay, there's a lot of tempo type things in here. You know, it's a very interesting rush. A much harder one to pull off than some of these other builds that we've seen.
You know, I love how the pylon was so far out, just barely a small sliver of it on the high ground.
Wanted it not spotted no matter what.
Exactly. I really like that. You know, had it been farther up, it could have been spotted. The whole rush would not work unless you could warp in those units.
Yeah.
So really well played by our Protoss. Also, you know, Protoss sensed the Terran was fast expanding. Didn't fall for any kind of tech build.
And you know what's also quite interesting is MarineKing was out in the middle of the map with his little group of units. He wanted to do a little bit of pressure after expanding. Whether that's greedy or not, I'm not entirely sure, because Terran kind of can do that type of thing. But if those were in the main base, I think MC may have had to call the rush off. Because when they came back, he almost held it off, but there was already another group of units warped in. So I think it could have changed drastically if that hadn't come out. What would MC have done if he had just left those units in his main? I don't know.
But I do know the countdown started. So let's get ready for game number 2 with MarineKing against OGS and MC.